Are live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 8. I think it's episode 8 of the Joe Levy experiment. Honestly, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of the name, but whatever. I said I'd keep the name, so for now we're keeping the name. I'm trying something different with the recording. Just bear with me. It's fine. Okay, so this episode, we're talking about the movie The Batman. All right, The Batman. First of all, just want to say, I don't like the name, The Batman. There's other Batman. You don't just get to claim you're The Batman because now it's The Batman. It's like when the librarian tells you don't circle the due date in the librarian card because then next person, they're going to think it's circled because you circled it. All right? It's not The Batman, just your turn with the Batman. You know, it's like when you got a lady at the club. It's not your girl, it's just your turn with the girl. So it's just your turn with Batman. It's not The Batman, all right? It's just Batman. So don't give me this whole The Batman. It's ridiculous, it's nonsense, but whatever. That's not the point. So, the point is, however, so first of all, this movie came out Thursday. Today is Sunday. I watched this movie opening night, and I want to say I have not been to a theater since the coronavirus, and still haven't been. I watched it illegally on my computer with some guy recording it on his phone. And if you think that this qualifies me from sharing my opinion, that's totally fine. That's not a problem at all. I think that's actually the most enjoyable way for me to enjoy a movie, is illegally watching it on my phone with some guy who recorded it illegally in the movie theater. That's, to me, the best way to enjoy a movie. If you want to go to the theater and spend, $75 on popcorn, and 58 to get a back massage. That's your prerogative. For me, I want to sit at home. Actually, I watch it on my computer. By the way, what I love about when you watch a movie illegally, especially the day after the day it comes out, is because it's not like the full HD file. It's like some guy recording it in the movie, and he at first he always like records it shittily. Like he brings the camcorder, and people are like walking by the movie, and like there's like spilling popcorn on it. But you gotta have faith in the guy. That's the thing. You gotta have faith in the guy recording it that he's gonna fucking finesse it and pull through and get that angle all tight and shit. You gotta have faith in the guy. That's the funnest part. Is the personal. The funnest part of watching a movie is the personal guy recording it and his backstory and his origin story of what's he doing, because he's just doing it at the good of his heart. He's just in the movie, with his camcorder, and yeah, he's getting haters, people are hating, but you gotta support him. So you gotta have faith in the guy as he records the movie illegally with four people, under him, and he's crawling on someone, and there's a slip and slide happening in the background. You just gotta enjoy that. So I searched on the movies. I asked some. There's always a guy who knows how to get things done. So you ask them what the new movie sites are, because I used to know how to download any movie illegally back in my day. But I'm past my prime at this point. Piracy is a young man's game, and I mean movie piracy is a young man's game. Actual piracy, that's an old man's game. Like being an actual pirate and like that's an old man's game. You know what I mean? That's you gotta have some regret and eye patch, syphilis, something if you want to be a pirate. But movie piracy, that's a young man's game. So I called my little sister, asked her the best website to download movies, and she helped me out. So I go search. I start watching this movie on a Thursday night on my computer. By the way, it wasn't on my phone. I don't want to disrespect the movie that much. If I'm gonna illegally watch it through a camcorder, it's gonna be on a computer. So there's that. Now, I was watching this movie. Where do I begin? Batman, where do I begin? That's the title, by the way. Batman, where to begin, or where do I begin? I'm still not sure yet. But, by the way, the only reason I'm making this video is I wanted to title the video some sort of pun, but Batman begins, where do I begin? Something like that. So, we're doing that. Ah, God. Give me a second. Fuck, alright, whatever. I just got water on all the, whatever, it's fine. I just spilled water okay. Batman, where do I begin? So first of all, I want to say, I was never one of these guys who was like, oh, Robert Pattinson's Batman. How is the Twilight guy going to be Batman? It's called acting, you fucking idiot. That's how, because he's an actor. What do you think he's actually a vampire too? Come on. Oh, he played a vampire? How's supposed to play a bat? What do you mean? They both got teeth. If anything, it makes sense. If anything, the perfect guy to fucking play fucking Batman would be a guy who would fuck the bat in a different movie. Isn't that what the vampires do, right? They fuck bats? So, the same thing. Oh, by the way, don't get me started on this whole Batman and Catwoman. How far down a rabbit hole have we gone in our society that we have to fucking jerk off to a guy dressed in a bat, kissing a girl dressed in a cat costume? Are we that deranged? That's the only reason this movie was made. Just so everyone knows. This wasn't made for money. It was not made for artistic integrity. It was not made for the love of the game. This movie was strictly made so we could have a guy dressed in a bat kiss a girl dressed as a cat. All right? And if anything, this should have been done. Dr. Seuss handled this 30 years ago. All right? We already know what happens when the cat in the hat meets the bat in the snatch. We already know what happens. We don't need to see it on live screen. By the way, very forced sexual attention, I want to say, also in that movie. Very, very forced. Because, I'm not sure if it was First of all, let me get some actual critiques. There's one shot in the movie I like. I want to talk about this shot. There's a shot in the movie where the Riddler is sitting in a diner alone, and then, by the way, this might be whatever. I don't even care. It's not a spoiler, but if it is, I want you to be spoiled from this movie. I like it when people get spoiled. I used to be anti-spoiler. Now I'm pro-spoiler, just so everyone knows where I'm at. So. Okay, there's a scene in the fucking coffee shop, not the coffee shop, the diner, where the Riddler goes, and then he's sitting there like he's waiting to be arrested. Okay, so I guess it is a spoiler, whatever. So he's waiting to be arrested, and they take him away, and then they pan in his coffee cup, and inside the coffee cup, it's like a question mark. Like he did one of those coffee arts and did a question mark in the coffee. Hilarious scene. I don't know if I was on purpose or what, maybe it's just a mistake, but very funny. The idea that he first of all, he killed the waitress at the diner, then he's like, alright, wait, no. Yeah, he killed the waitress at the diner, and then he's like, all right, let me get my fucking coffee maker out, and he started, like, painting a question mark in the coffee cup. So that's hilarious by itself. Second of all, this movie had a really weird, anticlimactic, kind of trying to be deep, kind of origin story, cliffhanger-y ending, but because you don't know if do people die or not. Okay, also it was weird, because I thought that I was watching the movie illegally, but, like, okay, so the movie was good, and in the middle, there's just like these ads, like these slot machines in the middle of the movie. I don't know if that was fucking Zack Snyder's intention, but I'm watching the movie, these fucking slot machine ads come on. I'm like, what is this? I thought this was Batman. Not fucking Generals Are Us. Why are there slot machine commercials in the middle of it? Also, pop-up ads in the middle of the movie. Come on, it's one thing for there to be fucking ads on jerseys. Now there's pop-up ads in the middle of the fucking movie. Okay, so it's ridiculous. What was I saying? Fucking give me a second. I always lose track what I'm gonna say. It's really hard. I have my thoughts are very like thoughty. It's always like thought this, thought that. Sagittarius. There's no through line in my thoughts. Goddamn. Did you see that this water splash on top of me? So, what do I want to say about this movie? Yeah, it was very weird. They made it was about like Robert Pat. They made Batman. They made like Bruce Wayne some like unlikable white rich guy, which he always was, but he was always like the Bat. Okay. Bruce Wayne used to be like the likable rich white guy. Now they made him like the unlikable rich white guy, which is kind of annoying. Could we not have anything these days? Could we not have one good guy these days? Come on, he has to also be a fucking asshole. Like, ooh, come on, Batman. And the whole movie could have been solved if he just, I don't know, gave to charity. Was that the message of the movie, that instead of fucking dressing as a bat and beating the shit out of people selling dime bags, he should give to charity? Is that the whole? Yeah, we knew that already since 1942 when the comic came out. You know what I mean? So it was weird, and because, okay, also, okay, what was I going to fucking say about the movie? Okay, first of all, I want to respect the movie, give the movie some credit, because it was actually a film. A lot of superhero movies these days, they're not films. They're not cinema. They don't quench the thirst of a cinephile. And if anything I like to do, it's quench the thirst of a file. So I didn't like it's good. This movie has a style. It has a voice. It has themes to it. You can tell there's vision behind the movie. It wasn't just a bunch of guys going like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I just got a message from some guy. Remember, it wasn't just blah, 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 blah. No, there was actually a fucking theme. There was a style. There was a point to it. And you might not like the style. You might think the style is slow. You might think the style is boring. You might think it's tedious. At least there's a style. You know what I mean? Like, just like me. You might not like what I got going on here. You might think, what the hell is this aesthetic? First of all, you're probably not thinking anything because no one sees these videos. The last video got one view. I think it's the best video I've ever made in my life. Got literally one view. No one even saw it. No one even cared about it. So, style doesn't even matter. Now that's style. You know what I mean? So, I do respect this movie. It had a style. I just felt I hate to say the word boring at times because you feel like it feels like a noob take to say a movie was boring. It wasn't boring. It was just slow pace. No. It was boring. There were some boring parts of it. You know what I mean? Let me think. I guess Commissioner Gordon was good. It was a little weird because I feel like it was weird because it was like, was the police department corrupt or not? Because it seemed like it seemed like it was very convenient when the police department was corrupt. Like it was corrupt when it needed to be, then not corrupt when it not needed to be. You know what I mean? So that was my thoughts. Overall, enjoyable movie. I do still like Ben Affleck as Batman. He's my Batman forever. This guy did a good job, though. Respect everyone in the movie. It did have a little. I didn't like the ending. It was very it was very underclimactic. Because at the end of the day, you still gotta make a bat. It's still a comic book movie, and it didn't feel like there was some fucking big. The climax very disappointing. Which That's how life is, by the way. Climax is usually very disappointing. You always think the climax, and then the climax is nothing. It's about the journey getting there. Okay. Also, I want to keep the video a little short because I think that too much other videos. I just want to say, if you've been following me for a while, I used to have like a lot of hair. I know I have like a lot now, but I used to have like a more of like an afro shape. I just want to say, on a personal level, this isn't a complete comedy. Like stand-up comedy was way easier with a fucking afro, and that's just a fact. That's not me complaining. I know I need to get better, but no, I'm just saying for a fact. It was way easier with an afro. Because I get on stage now. Imagine I'm in this jacket now. I get on stage, I have like a regular North Face jacket, I got a hat on. People think about fucking school shooter, fucking terrorist, fucking white, fucking Nazi Proud Boy. Back at an afro, it's like, oh, whatever, he's a fun little guy, you got an afro making jokes. And now it's way harder. That's just an observation I have. It doesn't affect you at all. I know no one cares. I'm just saying if you're a student of the game, you should know if you want to make jokes having clits in a jar like I do, you gotta have longer hair. It's not gonna work with a fucking, I don't know, a Mon Shumpert cut. You know what I mean? So there's that. I want any substance critique I give the movie because I used to be a very film buffy guy. I used to be buff, not in my arms, but my my film knowledge, and I used to like write reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I actually reviewed. See, that was an embarrassing burp. That wasn't like that was like a woman's burp, for God's sakes, but. Okay, women can burp just as good as men. Obviously, it's a joke. But yeah, fucking. I used to review movies, and I'm trying to. I can't even remember this movie that well, honestly. I know. Oh wait. Am I just stupid or there's people that wait? Was it a cliffhanger or did it go unresolved? Because there was a scene in the beginning of the movie where someone gets stabbed, and I don't think that was ever. Oh, and of course at the end of the movie, you have to tease the Joker. Why? Why would you have to have every single Batman movie you got to tease the Joker? And who gives a fuck with the Joker? Oh, it's been done. It's been done a million times. But this movie, you got to tease the Joker with a new actor. Tehilak already had you. It's annoying. Not every single movie you got to have the Joker this, the Joker that. And also it's annoying because you know it's the end of this movie. You know they're just giving you a tease. And it's just like the most like nothing tease ever. It's just him laughing in a jail cell. Like, oh, it's so, some guy's laughing in a jail cell. It's condescending almost at the end of the movie. Oh, no, we forgot. We're going to tease the Joker. Oh, I wonder what he's going to do. For God's sake, is he going to say something kind of smart and kind of insightful and then kind of funny and then laugh like a maniac? Then, oh, whoop-de-doo, he did that. So, anyways, that was my review of the movie. I'm just going to keep it short this week. I wanted to see, I don't want to do too long. I'm trying to work in some audio issues as well as that. So, we'll see what goes on. Anyways, yeah, thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day.